again to Life and Eat with Phoebe.
Yes.
We are at, where are we at?
Chicago International Airport.
We're waiting to check in for our flight to India.
Yes.
So we're,
All the way to Kochi.
yes, all the way to Kochi, and we're going on Qatar Airways. We'll start from Chicago to Doha and then to Kochi. So we will take you along and hope you like it. It's been a long time since you've been back, right? How many years?
I've never been back.
Since you came, so that's like how many years?
25 years.
25 years.
25 years.
So yeah, this is going to be very interesting
25.
and fun.
25.
25, long time.
Record breaking.
All right, so we will see you. Waiting at the gate right now.
Yes.
How does it feel to go to India?
Oh my God, I don't know what to feel. I've never been back.
After a while, an international trip. First of all, I just want to apologize for the portrait videos. I completely forgot that we were taking a vlog, and I started recording in portrait mode instead of landscape. But I just want to give you a quick look at the Qatar Airways QSuites. It was absolutely an amazing experience. I would recommend it to anyone and everyone. Our flight from Chicago to Doha was the QSuite, and Doha to Chicago back as well was QSuites. And then from Doha to Kochi, and Kochi to Doha was the regular business class, which was also amazing. I will give a better look at the seats on our return flight, which is going to appear a little bit later in the video. So when we posted that we were actually flying out to India, and when we posted all our little clips on Instagram and Facebook, I had a lot of people asking, and even my husband, there were a lot of people asking us about the process of traveling right now during COVID, if flights are functioning like normal. What are the steps we need to take? What visas are approved to fly into India? All those kinds of questions. I don't know if it's dark right now, but I'll try my best. And so I thought I would just give like a quick little update on how we did it. So to travel here, you do need an OCI. I believe an OCI is like a lifelong visa for a person of Indian origin. So if you're not a citizen of India anymore, you will need to get the OCI. I would say if you do not have one, then you might want to give it at least a good 2.5 months to get that process completed with the embassy in your jurisdiction. So if you're, let's say you're staying in or you're living in Dallas, Oklahoma, Houston, any of those regions or surrounding those areas, you will need to apply for the Houston embassy, or you will need to apply at the Houston jurisdiction of the U.S. embassy. And it's done through, right now it's done through it's done through another company called VFS Global. So that is the company that actually gets all the documents together, sends it over to the embassy. They're in charge of sending back the OCI and everything related to it. So I would say give it a good 2 2 to 2.5 months to get that process. Yeah, so like I said, the OCI is something that you need. If you don't have an OCI, then you will need to apply for, or if you're a US citizen and you do not have an Indian passport, then you will need a visa, right, to come here. So if you don't have an OCI and if you're a US citizen, another option that you can try, which is never guaranteed really, is you can apply for the emergency visa if you really have to travel. Or there's also another type of visa that they are providing. It's called the Entry X visa. So it's basically like entry miscellaneous visa. So for any miscellaneous reasons that you have to enter into the country, you can use that option. And I think that one we usually process it within 4 to 5 days, excluding the time for shipping and all of that. Well, and that's another thing too. So because of COVID, they're really not accepting any in-person applications or allowing anybody to come into the embassy or meet in person with WFS Global. So you will need to ship it to them. You will need to FedEx it to them, or any such courier service you'll need to use. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we did. For me, my husband did have an OCI. My parents, my brother, they all had it. I just took my sweet time to take it, and then it was just a rush at the very end. And then for Kerala, they do still have that 7-day quarantine requirement. So regardless of where you're coming in from, you still need to quarantine for 7 days before you're able to take the test, and then you can just you can start going out. So for some reason, the audio on the remainder of this clip did not capture well. But like I said, you will need a valid visa if you're not an Indian citizen. If you are an Indian citizen, all you need is a passport. For US citizens or any other citizens of other countries, you will need your passport, a valid visa. They do not issue any tourist visas right now. So make sure that your visa is not a tourist visa. Also, you will need an RT-PCR test taken within 72 hours of your departure. So let's say you're traveling from Dallas to Chicago on a separate flight. We took the American Airlines for Dallas to Chicago, and then from Chicago is where we started a flight to India. So it has to be within 72 hours of that departure from Chicago. Also, you will need to fill out forms on the Air Suvidha portal, and I will post the link in the description below. There will also be another form, I believe it's called a self-declaration form. It's basically just letting them know that you did take the PCR test and it came back negative. Make sure that you take that test, because without that test, they will make you take it when you land in India. And you might even have to do an institutional quarantine until you get the results of that test if you're taking it while you're landing in India. So make sure you do that before you go. That way you can avoid that hassle of dealing with it in India. I believe that was all that we needed to do. And if you have all of these things in check, you can have an amazing flight. You can get there and through customs pretty quickly. Okay, so for the remainder of this vlog, I will be showing you our return trip. We did have an amazing time in India. We had about 23 days or so. The first 7 days went for home quarantine, so we just never went out anywhere. It was just within our house and in our courtyard. After that, we did have a good time at my brother's engagement party and the wedding, my brother and his new bride. We had a really fun time. There was a lot of shopping involved. There was also a lot of fun trips with our families, with our cousins. We got to see a lot of our families that we haven't seen for years. So that was a really fun thing that we got to do. It was a fun trip. But like I said, I'm going to take you through our return trip and especially talk about the Qatar Airways QSuite experience in detail. On our way down here, we were not really able to do that much. So I hope you like it and hope you get to see a glimpse of what it is. So that way you're motivated to take this flight. It really is an amazing experience. The cabin crew, everybody at the check-in, everyone was just amazing and wonderful. So hope you enjoy the rest of this vlog. Also, before I forget, I just want to say that the remainder of our trip, all the other stuff that happened in India, I will be posting another video or another vlog in the upcoming weeks. I'm not sure if I'm going to do like a whole series. I do have a lot of footage, so it might end up being a series, but I will definitely post much more about our India trip in our next vlogs. I did not get to take any videos on the regular business class flights from Doha to Kochi and Kochi to Doha. I do have a few pictures which I will try to find and post in here. But yeah, the experience is pretty much the same. The only difference I would say from the QSuites and the regular business class would be the private cabin space. But the experience is very much the same. The food, everything is really amazing. Alright, so we just reached Doha like 2 hours ago, and so we have boarded for a flight to Chicago. We're on the Qatar Airways QSuite. Say hi.
What's up? Hey, hey, hey.
And so I will give you a quick review of the QSuite seats. This is pretty much like a private area. So we have a private cabin space with your seats. If you're traveling as a couple, you will get these seats that are side by side, which you can actually lay them down into a bed. There's also doors that you can close after takeoff. During takeoff and taxi and also landing, they will require you to keep those doors open. But there's ample amount of space. You would not feel claustrophobic at all. I'm somebody that does not love flying. I get very claustrophobic on flights, but this experience was amazing. Throughout the entire flight, I did not have any issues being in that space. There's enough space for storage. You can lay your your seat down as a bed, and there's ample space for your feet. It's just really amazing. The seats that we got were rear facing seats. There are also front facing seats. It depends on which one is your preference. For us, it didn't really matter. Also, I just wanted to give a quick rundown of what we need when we are trying to enter back into the US. So when we come back in, we do need a negative RT-PCR test that will need to be taken 72 hours within your final transfer flight. So basically, if you're traveling from Kochi to Doha and Doha to Chicago, your Doha flight is what they'll look at. So from that time, within 72 hours of that flight. So make sure to have that. Also, I just want to warn you, when you're at Kochi International Airport, the security check is a hassle. They literally need you to remove every single thing. So if you can pack all your chargers, all your electronic items in one baggage. That will make things so much more easier. If you have a curling iron or a hair dryer or anything with a coil basically, or anything electronic, if you have an electric toothbrush, make sure to put them all in one bag, or else they will literally go through every single piece of carry-on and basically make you take it all apart. So all your meals on the Qatar Airways QSuites and business class are a la carte. So I ordered the chicken majbouz. It's like an Arabic version of the chicken biryani. It was really tasty, very flavorful. You wouldn't feel like it's something that you're eating on a flight. And then came the dessert. This was a cannoli trio. I believe they had a key lime, avocado, and vanilla flavors in there, and it was just absolutely amazing. So here you can see how the QSuite section of the aircraft looks like. You have all those seats, I believe around 41 or so, and some are rear facing, some are front facing, like the one that you see right close to us are front facing. And you can close each of those cabins, and like I said earlier, you can also bring the dividers down between the front facing and the rear facing seats if you are a party of 4. So if you're going as a family, you can always bring those dividers down, and you can chat while you're eating, and it's kind of made to look like a conference room table. But yeah, that is how the QSuite area on the aircraft looks like. Also, the washrooms on the QSuites are much more fancier and nicer than the regular ones. After a couple hours of sleep, I went ahead and decided to get the afternoon tea, and they had some scones, some sandwiches, and some other pastries. All of them tasted really good. I also did get the karak chai. They had 2 options of the karak chai with saffron or cardamom. I got the cardamom. It pretty much tasted like a regular Kerala chai. So that was a good addition as well. So some of the features that I didn't get to share with you before are the cameras and the entertainment system. As for the cameras, they do have the rear camera, the downward facing camera, and the front camera. What you're seeing right here is the rear camera, where you get to take in a good view of your plane and everything surrounding it. I got to see the beautiful oceans, mountains, the snow-capped mountains in Europe, which is simply stunning. And the entertainment system, you do get a wide variety of options. You have movies, TV shows, content for kids, games. As far as movies, you get Hollywood, Bollywood, even Mollywood, which is Malayalam movies, and also a wide variety of TV shows. I have to say this was an amazing trip. As I'm ending this vlog, I do have to reminisce about all the wonderful things that just happened back in India, and I can't wait to go back soon. Traveling during COVID definitely is a little bit harder than regular time, but this experience was made so amazing by Qatar, by the officials in India. There are some rules to follow, and if we make sure that we follow them, then we're good to go. While you're in India, please make sure to wear your mask at all times, except for when you're in your own home. Otherwise, please always wear a mask. Take all the precautions, wash your hands, stand within 6 feet or 2 meters. Make sure you take every precaution because that's the only way you can be safe for yourself and for your family. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm just gonna keep showing you a little bit of the landing at Chicago O'Hare International Airport. But thank you for watching so far along. I know that this is a little bit of a long vlog, but thank you for sticking with me, and I will be coming to you with the rest of our whole trip in the next vlogs. So hope you have fun. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and also please press that bell icon so that way you can get to know when I post my next vlog. Thank you so much.